Você disse que era meu, mas caiu na mentira. Tô de salto alto, vou deixar você na mira. Na mira. Na mira. Na mira.
Yo, welcome back to another video. This is your host with the most, Cringe God B1 here. And today we got another chapter of Blue Lock called chapter 177, Orbital Resonance. Don't barge me if I'm saying that wrong. Burn that 44 into your eyes, folks. The first goal goes to the Blue Lock's Red God of Speed, as it is Chigiri who scored the very first goal in the end of the day against, Manchine City and Bastard Munchin, as ISAGI is just left in awe. Chigiri, all of your skills have skyrocketed to a brand new level. He's like, you used your own speed as bait, and then after giving your opponent the choices of in or an out, you blast your way past that high speed. He's like, from there you move to the spot that's easy to shoot from, and then you force your own way in without worrying about passing. When you were on the right side, we hardly ever saw these shooting evasion skills. He's like, and finally the highly controlled curved sniper shot, which was more like a high speed centering kick. You managed to aggregate plays from various positions you've played in Blue Lock into one continuous chain, which is insane. He's like, he's evolved tremendously and all towards scoring more goals. He's like, you've changed, Chigiri. He's like thinking right there. He's like, the golden formula, says Chigiri. I've analyzed the formula I had been using until now and boosted the most prominent components. I reconstructed the formula to align more with my ideal striker style. He's like, then I trained to actualize that ideal and built myself a specialized body. I think this is the key for us in Blue Lock to reach the next level, as we see a little flashback of him training day 1, day 10, and day 20. As it comes back to ISAGI, he's like, I see. So that's what comes after the formula, the golden formula. He's like, yeah, I'll rise to the top of Blue Lock as a striker in the Neo Egoist League. You'll get left behind if you drag your feet, you slowpoke battle buddies. As he stares at Chigiri and Kunigami in the back, and Kunigami just stares down at him. He's approaching his ideal using his body. This is the golden philosophy that Chigiri learned from England. And then Kaiser comes around, he's like, Yoichi, is that redhead an old friend? He's like, he's good. He's like, he's fast, tough. He's like, and above all, beautiful. God damn, man, complimenting the hair. Everybody compliments the hair. It's like, he's outstanding and I can't wait to crush him. Damn, bro, god damn. He's like, he gives him a smug look. It's like, a knight trying to slaughter the king, huh? It's like, I'll allow him on my stage. He's like, and if you keep dawdling, I might just lose interest in you, Yoichi. As he puts a fight in the end of the day, he's like, what a pain. He's like, do you want, you stupid director? He's like, do what you want, you stupid director. That's what he meant. He's like, damn, it's not like my abilities are totally effective, but I wasn't able to keep up the ball for long once I got it. He's like, and they switch between defense and offense so fast. Rayo and Chigiri both, they come in with high pressure as soon as their opponent gets the ball, and once they steal it, they pivot to a rapid attack. The whole team thoroughly embodies that style. It's like, this is the speed and rushing power of England's Manchine City, as he's just like cultivating to what they could do to the Manchine City. And then like Chris Press is just sitting there with smiling. He's like, if only I could get the ball and have more time without a press. He's like, I need to use my eyes and brains to find choices and use that view to seize the initiative, but how do I create that leeway? He's like, do you have a plan, Yoichi? As Kaiser says that, he's just like, or are you creatively blocked? He's like, Mr. Ace of Blue Lock. He's like, shut up, quit running your mouth, Kaiser. As it kicks off, he's like, do you want he's like, do what you want, shitty clown. as he passes a ball to Isagi, as he literally says, "Do what you want, shitty clown." And Isagi gets surprised. He's like, "If you don't do a funny dance, the crowd won't care about you." And he's like, he's looking down on me. Damn it. He's like, "I'll swear that I'll make you regret this pass, Kaiser." As he ends up passing the ball to Isagi, and Isagi restarts the match, coming down to Rail. He's like, sowing more discord, huh? He's like, "I don't have the power to change everything on my own, but starting from this match, I have." And he looks to the side, and it's none other than Ranze KURONA, a backup force fighting with me. And it is KURONA. Those two actually go crazy, I ain't gonna lie. He's like, "Let's go, Isagi. I've decided to follow you." As KURONA, with the crazy looking cat eyes that he has, I actually do like the design. He's like, "Thanks, KURONA," to do a 1-2 against Rail and easily get past Rail. And then he's like, "You've gotten good at flitting around, huh?" He's like, "Is it irritating?" As KURONA talks to Rail, he's like, "That was my intent." As they get past, he's like, "KURONA's weapon is speed in tight turns." He's like, "With those movements he's been practicing." He's like, "I can face forward and preserve my field of vision." When he got an insane aura around him, which actually looks pretty fucking cool, which kind of looks like a little bit of a dark universe with a kind of like a Carnage kind of Venom vibe from like Spider-Man. I don't know if y'all remember. He's like, while keeping him as a passing option at a perfect distance. He's like, he's able to instantly sense the spots that are bad for the enemy and good for me, and then uses his leg and strength to agility to swirl into place. He's like, to use a sima, I think that's how you say that. He's like a moon that revolves around me, which is insane. It's actually pretty cool. As we get like, that's what I thought, because his aura looked more like space. I saw that there, and then we get like a little cool thing of like a space aura around him, which is actually cool. He's like, "This is our orbital resonance or resonance." That's how you freaking say that, which is actually insane. As we see an insane image of KURONA around Isagi in all positions, and Rail just like in the middle. He's like, "Hey, come on, we won't stop them without more numbers." As they push, and Kaiser just sees. He's like, "Here we go, Isagi, domination." He's like, "Let's dominate. KURONA and I will annihilate from the right side." As we look at Isagi with an insane picture with the puzzle pieces just coming straight up, which is actually pretty fucking cool. But at the end of the day, guys, that was the end of that chapter, which is actually pretty insane, because next chapter we're gonna get hopefully some KURONA and Isagi action, which is actually pretty cool. I wish that in the newer chapters, I'm not gonna lie, like this Isagi right here, I wish that in the newer chapters we actually got that more version of Isagi. I really would appreciate that, but it is what it is. We'll talk that in further chapters when we get to that point. But I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Have an amazing start of a beautiful week. Please leave a like, subscribe for more. It really does help your boy out in the end of the day. And I will catch you guys in chapter 178. This is always your host with the most, Cringe God B1 here, signing out.
君の虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのも